And I think one of the words you used when you explained the way that you look at it, you said perspective. Now, for me, that's a very powerful word in this modality of coaching. Because the client arrives with a certain perspective. The perspective is based on a belief that he's holding. You know, if I do this, it won't work. If I do that, I'm stuck again. So there's a certain a belief formation that leads the client to a place of stuckness. And the solutions are hidden. Now, what happens in this process is we can experiment with multiple perspectives. And then we can incorporate those perspectives that are most resourceful towards the solution. So it's very much solution focused in that sense. Now, I'm not saying for one moment that other coaching modalities are not solution focused. I think most coaching modalities are solution focused. But as you indicated, the alignment, the embodiment of that choice and that decision is very succinct. And phenomenology, from a phenomenological point of view, it's completely integrated, which make the resourcefulness then very clear in the client's mind, but also very executable. It's easy now to go and do what's needed to be done, because there's no fighting. There's no internal fighting about it anymore.
So I want to go to one of our core, shall I say, core beliefs in this work is when we are disconnected, we are not aware that we are disconnected. We are, in our minds, doing everything in a very connected way. And what this work shows up is you're not connected. And then it is, but why not? I am. And when this disconnection shows up, it also allows us to find the connection. So whether we do family constellations, whether we do systemic constellations, doesn't matter what we do. When we feel disconnected, it is the blockages that we have to overcome. When we are connected, it feels just so right. There is no blockage. It's in flow. So often people don't feel disconnected because in their minds, they're not disconnected because they have rationalized it all out. And then when we do the mapping or the spatial representation, then it gives a different picture. And I often see clients saying, it's true, I know it, but I didn't know it was impacting me.
I think you spot on with that, and it's just in that connect, disconnect, we can probably weave a whole very experienced conversation around. I think what happens mostly, and in corporate, but maybe also in personal relationship space and family space, is that we learn over time to adopt a certain mask, an appropriate role that we play. You know, this is the role of a husband, this is the role of a wife, this is the role of the kids, and we better stay within the boundaries of our roles. Or in a working space, this is my task, I'm the financial manager. I need to red flag when things are going overboard and when people spend too much money. But that's the role that I play in an organizational space. So it's very much linked to what is appropriate. It's linked to what is expected of me. But often what happens is that the alignment with self, the alignment with my own subconscious, in other words, also the alignment with the way that I feel about the work that I'm doing, that alignment is misaligned. And so that shows up in a constellation when we do constellations, that we clearly can see and spot where the disconnects are. So this work in the organizational space is a beautiful way to detect Also an analysis tool. By just moving bodies around on the floor and finding their spaces, we can already detect who is more comfortable in what space. So all of this are beautiful indicators for the coach that works in an organizational space. So just wanted to add that bit as well.
Awesome. Yes. Yes.